So I just finished meditating, which is why there's already ashes from this incense. But anyway, I this is my meditation altar. I go to the Enchanted Cottage every Wednesday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. to meditate. It's a group meditation, which I like to go to because I like to get out of the house every now and then. But I also like the being able to meet people and stuff. And um, so the class is a Zen mindfulness meditation. And Tracy, the uh, teacher, says to have for your altar to have a blue candle and a Buddha statue, and that clears that up. And of course, I have my incense, and here's more incense. And I know it's not supposed to be out. I know it's supposed to be in a plastic bag, but the bags that they were in were getting sticky and gross, and I couldn't stand touching them anymore. So put them in a glass. I can get another bag for these before they all lose their smell. But anyway, this thing actually I got in Simi Valley at a um, you know how they have like different booths at like swap meets. Well, they had in Simi Valley were having this Mardi Gras thing, and a lot of the vendors were selling Mardi Gras stuff, but there was one vendor who sold stuff like this, and this is it's got a little tea light in there, and you put water in there, and you put oil inside the water, and the oil is supposed to the water is supposed to heat up, and the water heats up the oil, which creates a pleasant scent in the room. I like to do both. I like to keep this one going, but when I'm meditating, I do the incense. And this shot glass is empty. I'm going to get some sand so that when I'm finished with the incense, instead of using this to put it out, I'll just dip it in the sand. And here's my sage. And here's extra tea lights for this dragon. So let me show you my Zafu and Zabuton. So this is where I actually meditate, which is right across from the bookshelf, which has my little altar, I guess. These are my necklaces. This is a selenite puff heart. And this is a chevron amethyst that I got from my friend Alice. Her website is dragonsreverie.com. And this I bought from Amazon, actually. I wear these. I don't wear them all the time because right now it's just too hot to wear them, and I can't wear this outside, so I usually put it under my shirt, and it's too hot, and I get too sticky. And this I can't put up against anything wet because it'll start to melt. Believe it or not. This Zafu I bought from the Enchanted Cottage for $100. I actually had it on layaway, so I didn't buy it up front. But my Etsy sales are what paid for that. And the first time I used it, I brought my serape with me to sit underneath the Zafu, but it was too uncomfortable, so I went out and I bought this fabric from a place called Beverly's Fabric and Craft Store in Bakersfield, and it doesn't match. I know this. I don't care. I like the color of the fabric, and the stuffing is actually two old pillows. So I wanted to make a Zabuton, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money, number one, because I had already spent too much on this. And I wanted to recycle pillows that we had, you know, old pillows that we had lying around. Well, they weren't lying around; they were in the other room. Um, but I mean, if you can recycle something like an old pillow, uh, repurpose it, then do it. And I think that's, in Martha Stewart's words, a good thing. So that was my altar and my Zafu and Zabuton, my homemade Zabuton. Um, I started meditating about 2009 or 2010, right around the time that I found out that I was an indigo. And my childhood friend Jeff told me that I should start meditating. So I did. And I didn't meditate for that long because I kept falling asleep. I would meditate with a video, a guided meditation on YouTube that would last about an hour. And for some reason, I just kept, after the first like 10 times that I meditated, I started falling asleep. And that's why I stopped, because it was too long and I kept falling asleep, and I didn't want to, you know, wake up in a puddle of drool when I was trying to meditate. So I stopped meditating altogether. And earlier this year, I think in April, I went down to the Enchanted Cottage, and they have a class every Wednesday, which I mentioned before. So I'm being a little redundant. Um, but they have a class every Wednesday that it's a Zen mindfulness meditation. They also have one on Saturdays at 10 a.m., which I don't go to. It's too early for me. Um, so I go to this one on Wednesdays, and it's really easy. It's she talks for like the first 5 or 10 minutes. Then she does like a guided meditation for about 10 or 15, usually about 15 or 20 minutes actually. Then we get up and walk around, which is a walking meditation. And then we'll do the third meditation, which is a silent meditation, for about 10 or 15 minutes. And it's a lot better to meditate for a short period of time. Um, and I use this app on my phone um, that rings a bell after a certain amount of time. I think level one they give you like 2 minutes, and every level they up it by 1 minute. I'm at level 8 now, so I've got 11-minute meditations. I don't know how many it's going to give me at level 10. Probably 13. I don't know. Anyway, so I do this several times a day, and in my room. I usually do it before I go to the gym, and I just finished it before I made the video. And then I'll usually do it again at about 6 p.m. And then I'll do it again at just before I go to bed. Although lately I haven't been doing it before I go to bed, but most of the time I do. So anyway, that's how I meditate, and I thought I'd share that. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.